What's up, guys? Mike Dolce, four-time world MMA Trainer of the Year, here to help you blast through that plateau. Whether you are struggling to lose weight, lose belly fat, see those abs for the first time, or get dick skin thin, maybe on the other hand, you're just trying to build muscle, get jacked and stacked, become that shred dad dropping panties as you push that stroller around your neighborhood. Doesn't matter. Whatever your goal is, there is something that is holding you back, and I'm going to share that with you right now. I was talking earlier to one of my VIP private coaching clients who has now launched his own private training business, really because his results have been incredible. This is a successful guy. He makes a ton of money. He's very powerful in his industry, but took control of his health. Was very successful financially, but physically, his body had taken a back seat. He wasn't healthy. He had gained weight. He kind of lost the image of himself in high school, in college, in his early 20s. He was not healthy anymore and not happy with what he saw in the mirror. So he hired me to overhaul his physique, get him healthy again, and then we focused on some pretty big, high picture items of his health, but also of his business and life. So as we started working together, he really got wrapped into our brand, our company ethos, what we do here to help transform lives. And his life was transformed as a result of this journey. During the conversation today, he was telling me about some of his new clients and the challenges some of his clients are having early on in the training phase. Now think about this. This gentleman is a coach of clients, but I'm also his coach. So if he is experienced enough to coach other people, why does he need a coach like me? And this is where you're failing. So stick with me right now. This is the problem. We all need a way to pressure test ourselves. We all need someone or something to keep us honest and keep us accountable and keep us on task. Because I'm just like you. I will overestimate my ability to recover from the intensity of my workouts. I will overestimate my ability to recover from my stressful business life. I'll overestimate my ability to recover from the demands that being a husband and being a father has. I'm busy. I got two little kids in my house, 6 and 8 years old. You guys know how that is, and if you don't, you'll know how that is. I run 3 successful businesses. I have clients all around the world. I am a 7-day-a-week, 24-hour-a-day guy. That's just who I am. And I train. I love to train. I'm at my best when I'm in the gym about to vomit, right? So I push myself really hard, but that is not what is best for my overall progress. I will program the hardest, most rigorous, most intense, most stringent training programs. I need someone, I need something on the outside that takes that 30,000 foot view of my overall life, just like my client does. He needs me to look into his life and say, hey, bud, listen, you're running and gunning at work, big deadlines, stuff's going on inside the household. You got the other things going on here. You're pushing hard in the gym. You're hitting PRs. The diet is starting to come down a little bit. Pressure test. Something here is going to break. I know you feel good, and I know you have goals, and I know you are tough, but something is going to break. We need a deload right now. We need a refeed right now. We need to revamp your sleep hygiene schedule. We need to unload some of the external stress life is throwing at you. We need to look into your supplementation program. We need to get another set of labs done. Like, we need to get this stuff done. And guys, this is very hard for you to do for yourself because you don't do it for yourself. You overestimate your ability to work hard. You overestimate your ability to recover from that work. Now, last night, I've been doing a lot of research for you guys, but I've been doing a lot of research on the old time strength athletes and bodybuilders. Squats and steak, some of you know what squats and steak is, how to add 200 pounds to your back squat, 20 pounds of muscle in 12 weeks. It sounds crazy, but it's not crazy. There's a link below this video if you want to learn more about that. Squats and steak was based upon the turn of the century, 1800s to the early 1900s, the turn of the century strength athletes, how they trained and how they ate before steroids were even invented. Steroids weren't invented until somewhere between the 1920s and the 1940s. So the team and I, we did a deep dive into the greatest documented lifters of the pre-steroid era. And that's really what we were able to do with the Squats and Steak program because it's for drug-free athletes. Now, if you're on drugs, Squats and Steak will work even better for you. But if you're not on drugs, we wanted to provide a program like that for people who just want to just get huge and feel amazing and build muscle as fast as possible without the need for steroids. That's what Squats and Steak is. So I spent a long time on that research phase. And then I started moving through the phases. So right now I'm at the golden era of bodybuilding phase. And this is the time between like the mid-late 60s and the early 80s, right? Early mid-80s, one could say, the golden era of bodybuilding. The Arnold Schwarzenegger phase of bodybuilding. But I'm not really focused on Schwarzenegger. I studied a lot of his stuff when I was young and up and coming. Too much volume, too much drugs. But I spent a lot of time researching Arthur Jones, who you guys have spoken about Arthur Jones before, and Casey Viator, but Mike Mentzer. And Mike Mentzer was ahead of his time. I don't agree with everything Mentzer says, was ahead of his time. And what he had said that stuck out, why am I talking about this right now when I was talking about my private coaching client a few minutes ago? The point is, what Mentzer had said is exactly the point I'm making right now, in that you can only progress so far as your recovery ability will allow. Let me say that again. You can only progress as far as your recovery ability will allow. Doesn't matter how hard you train. Doesn't matter how great you eat. Doesn't matter what your goals are. If you cannot recover from the training demand, you're not going to make progress. Now, why don't we recover? What impedes the recovery ability? Stress, overexertion, undernourishment, lack of deep quality rest. That's the point of this video. What is holding you back right now? I mean, honestly, maybe you don't know enough about nutrition. Nutrition's pretty easy. I mean, chicken, rice, broccoli, steak, eggs, potatoes, oats, right? Pretty easy enough. You're trying to gain muscle, nutrition's easy enough. Don't eat like a dickhead with all the processed foods in the garbage. I'm happy to help you with nutrition. You can click the link below. You can book me for a one-on-one call. Check out MikeDolce.com, by the way, brand new website, which is dedicated just to private coaching. One-on-one coaching, you can book a quick call with me, or we can actually work together one-on-one, MikeDolce.com. You can check that out. But when we talk about recovery, are you recovering from your workout? Do you have the right nutrients at the right time to help your body rebuild and repair from the damage incurred from training? Simply going to the gym 3, 4, 5, 6 days a week. Most people think because they go to the gym consistently, that's all they need to do to grow or to get shredded. Most of the time, going to the gym more frequently with impeded recovery ability is going to set you back. So to Mike Mentzer's point, he was at the point in his training and with a lot of his private clients, he was only letting his clients train. At first, it was once every 2 days. And then it was once every 3, then once every 4. He was at the point that he actually was making great results training once every 8 days. Now, this sounds insane. And most people will not benefit from that simply because you're not able to train with that level of intensity that Mike Mentzer allegedly trained at. That's a little too extreme. I train pretty damn intense. I don't think it's possible for me to train so intensely. It takes me 8 days to recover from that type of training. But I do train more frequently because I love to train. But when I do train, I train very short periods of time. I typically only perform maybe 3 to 4 exercises in any given workout, max. I'm in and out of the gym in 45 minutes. Most people spend an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours in the gym, and they're performing 4 to 8 exercises, 3 to 5 sets each. They're in the gym 16, 20 exercises or 20 sets, hard sets per day. It's too much. It's too much. So the point of this video, as I wrap it up right now, if you are struggling, if you're not making the gains, you're not building the muscle, you're not as full and round and dense and striated, if you're not as lean, because let me tell you, if you are not recovering appropriately, your body will not effectively metabolize stored fat and release it. All of your processes, physiological processes, will be impeded. And the more severe your recovery ability is muted, the worse the physical manifestation will be. You might need a coach. You might need someone to just take a peek and talk through your training routine, talk through your lifestyle, talk through your nutrition, talk through what's been going on the last 3 months to 3 years. And get an extra set of eyes. Now, maybe it's somebody you know who's highly qualified. Maybe it's somebody in your life that's great. Maybe you need somebody from the outside. I'm happy to do that for you. You can click the link below again. The point is, you need somebody to get you to the next level. Now, we can't do the work for you, but we can give you a much better picture of the obstacles in front of you or some of the drag that is holding you back that you might not even be aware of because you're hard charging. You're mentally focused, right? I'll just work harder, work harder, work harder. I wish hard work. I wish blind hard work would get you there, but it doesn't. We must be strategic with that type of work. So I appreciate this, guys. Thank you for being here. If you got to this far in the video, subscribe, leave a comment, do something to engage. That means a lot to me. Until next time, boom.